call her Twinkie.
Twinkie.
Because she's yellow on the outside and white on the inside.
Supersized slushies are only $1 today. You want one?
Was kissing me really that bad?
Raging homosexual.
It's too much time.
I'm gay, Egghead.
You should start telling people. It's not honest.
Can't possibly know that. You're too young.
17.
When I was 17, I wanted to be a marine biologist. Now look at me. I'm in real estate.
I'm also still gay.
You're grounded. Being gay?
I'll be damned if you mention that G word one more time.
That's ridiculous.
Vivian.
Twinkie.
Vivian.
Twinkie.
Hi, hello. We are live.
Hello.
And Lewis is here, right on time.
Lewis is here.
Yep, that's what they say about me, on time always.
Hi guys, hello to everyone in the comments. We see you commenting. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for our official live countdown to our crowdfunding campaign going up at 9:30 p.m. So we do have a countdown already running. Let me show what that looks like. As you can see, we're already at 27 minutes and we are counting down to our crowdfunding campaign officially launching. So thank you guys so much for joining us. For those of you guys that don't know, this is for a feature film called Egghead and Twinkie. It is a coming-of-age comedy about coming out, and it features all of these wonderful people in its cast. So to get us started, I'm just going to do a quick introduction. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the writer-director of the project, and Egghead and Twinkie is my baby that I've been working on for the past 4 years. And now we're going to share it with you guys and launch this crowdfunding campaign tonight so we can make it happen. And with that, I would like to pass it off to my amazing cast. Let's start with Sabrina.
All right. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining the live stream. My name is Sabrina Giaffa, and I play Twinkie in the short film Egghead and Twinkie, and now the feature film. And yeah, and that's about it. I'll throw it over to Asahi.
Hi guys, my name is Asahi Hirano, and I will be playing the role of Jess in the feature film Egghead and Twinkie. And a little bit about Jess, she's just an awkward, kind of out-of-touch gal who usually always says the wrong thing at the wrong time. And with that, I will pass it over to Mahua.
Hi guys, I'm Mahua. I play BD in the amazing feature film Egghead and Twinkie. BD is kind of like a confident, outgoing, life of the party kind of person. Yeah, she's a really cool person to be around. So I'm passing it on to Lewis.
Hello, my name is Lewis. I play Egghead in said film. And, well, I mean, Egghead's just kind of lame, but Egghead is super funny. And I actually very much used to be Egghead. But yes, thank you so much for joining the live stream. We're so excited to have all of you, and this is so cool.
Woo! Awesome. Yeah, thank you guys so much again for joining us tonight. So we do have a bunch of fun events planned, like a mini script read, and also we're going to show off some really cool concept art that we got going on. And we will be doing a Q&A at the end where we will be answering your questions. So make sure that you're leaving your questions in the comments throughout the entire stream, and we will get around to some of those at the very end of the stream. And with that, the first thing that we're going to jump into is our script read. So when we do launch our crowdfunding campaign, which we will be doing in roughly 25 minutes, one of the perks that we're offering in exchange for your donation is an invite to our private table read for the entire script. So basically you would be invited to see the entire script performed live by our entire cast. But for tonight, obviously, we don't have time to read all 120 pages. Like, that would be a really, really, really long stream. So we're just going to be doing a couple of select scenes for you tonight. So with that, let's actually start with the first scene that we have prepped, which is the BD and Twinkie scene. So Mahua and Sabrina, if you guys could pull up your scripts, I will be reading the stage directions, and we can get this party started. All right, everyone ready?
Ready.
Okay. Interior Twinkie's room, day. Bam! Twinkie slams her door, locks it. She curls up at the back of her closet, resting her head on her knees, upset. Buzz, a text. Twinkie pulls her cell phone out of her pocket, unlocks it. On the screen.
Check it out.
BD attaches an ad for her upcoming gig. In rainbow font, it reads, Les Dance, #1 lesbian party in Dallas. Sounds by Feminix and BD. Wear rainbow for $5 off at the door. Twinkie stares at the flyer for a moment. She types up a response. Text bubbles appear next to Twinkie, hovering in the air.
Looks awesome. Wait, aren't you like under 21 though?
I am. It's a 18+ party. Way bigger than anything I've DJ'd so far.
OMG, wish I could go.
I could sneak you in. VIP status. Just saying.
Twinkie rereads the text messages, makes the decision. She tries to call BD, but it goes to a generic voicemail. Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message. Beep. Twinkie hangs up.
Sorry, can't talk on the phone right now. What's up?
Twinkie replies quickly, another text bubble.
Can you actually sneak me in?
Yeah, to be honest, the owner loves me.
Twinkie types for a while.
I really want to meet you. Look, what if I drive to Texas so we can party together?
A pause. BD is typing. Twinkie chews on her thumbnail, nervously. A text bubble appears.
Wait, are you serious? Yes.
Twinkie smiles wide with excitement. Cut to series of shots. Twinkie opens her drawers, pulls out a bunch of clothes.
When?
ASAP, I'll leave today.
Twinkie removes a thick wad of cash from her piggy bank, shoves the money into her wallet.
Are you sure? I mean, the party's not until Friday.
Twinkie climbs out the window, closes it behind her.
No worries. I'll book a motel or something.
Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
And scene. Wow. And now you see why I cast these people. Awesome. Well, with that, I guess Mahua and Sabrina, do you guys want to talk a little bit about what the casting process was like and how you came onto this project?
Sabrina.
No, you go first.
Me? It was really exciting for me because it wasn't someone coming to me, seeing my numbers on my TikTok and my social media, and then thinking, oh, I want to have her in my film because of this. It's where my manager contacted them, and I put out an acting audition like any other normal human being without the amount of followers I have. So it kind of opened my eyes up to there are people out there who look past my numbers and look more at my talent than they do at my numbers. So getting that call back saying, hey, can you do it on a Zoom? I was so nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, we can get serious. And then I looked at the trailer and I was like, so this is serious. So then I was freaking out. I was like, oh, okay. Before the Zoom call, I was freaking out. I was like, Nikki, can I do this? She was like, you can do this. I was like, I can do this. So then it was just a really cool experience to know that people actually see me for my talent and the fact that I am actually good enough,
Yeah, that was so much fun doing that callback with you. And I remember that I pushed you pretty hard because I was like, let's do the scene again, and let's try it this way, and let's try it this way. And it was just so much fun. So it's really it's kind of funny to hear that you were nervous because I feel like I was also nervous because I was like, I hope this goes well. And it did. And here we are. But yeah, Sabrina, what about you? Why don't you talk about how you came onto the project?
Yeah, I agree with Sarah, by the way. We were all pretty nervous to meet everyone that was auditioning, but I think I can speak for everybody on the cast and crew and including Sarah, that you were just BD through and through. I said this before the live stream, but it's so true. You were unlike anybody else that was auditioning, and you didn't try to act like somebody else. You were acting like yourself, and that's, I feel what gets people booked in jobs is that, you're yourself and you're unique. So the way that I got casted, so I actually met you, Sarah, on a commercial. I tell this story all the time. I feel like I tell the story all the time to everybody, but I'll tell it again. We just met at a commercial, and then we exchanged everyone's like social media of the cast of that commercial, and pretty much what else? You contacted me a few months later, I think, right? And then
Yeah, I reached out to you because I was a creepy stalker because, yeah, we did a commercial together and I remembered you from it and I was like, ooh, she would be really perfect for Twinkie. And then I reached out to you on Instagram and I hoped that you remembered me, which I guess you did. And now here we are, I guess.
yeah, and like when you reached out to me at first, I was like, oh, Egghead and Twinkie, that's like an interesting name. And then, but eventually, you sent me over the script, and I literally resonated with Twinkie so much, and I was able to tap into sort of not only myself now, because I feel like Egghead and Twinkie is so universal, but when I was a teenager as well. So yeah, so I read the script, I auditioned for the short film, got the short film, and then Sarah was like, do you want to do the feature film? I was like, heck yeah, let's do it. And so we're here now.
Wow, we're making a feature. And that's actually a good transition to remind anybody that just jumped on the stream and is wondering what the heck is happening. We are doing a countdown to our fundraiser going up at 9:30. With that, I guess let's check on our timer. Oh gosh. I am technologically challenged. Okay, here we are. Oh, okay, so we're 17 minutes out already. Wow, time flies. With that, I guess let's jump into our second scene that we have prepared. So this is between Twinkie, Egghead, and Jess. So does everyone have their script up?
Yes, ma'am.
Do.
Awesome. You know what? I don't have mine because I must have accidentally X'd out of it. So, oh, just kidding. There it is. We're good. Okay, cool. Interior Chinese restaurant night. The restaurant is small and slightly run down. Twinkie sits down at the table.
Did you order already?
Egghead browses the menu, rubbing his lower back.
Yeah, my hip kind of hurts. I think we should probably stretch before we get back in the car.
Okay, no problem. Are you okay?
Yeah. This happens to me all the time. I just need to
Do some hip rotations or relax your pelvic region.
Reveal Jess, 18 Asian American tomboy who has been standing beside their table for God knows how long.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It's just that my grandma had really bad hip pain for years, and everyone thought it was arthritis, but turns out she had bone cancer.
Cut to animated sequence comic book panel. Enter Twinkie's fully animated imagination. Chibi versions of Egghead and Twinkie stare awkwardly at Jess. An ellipses appears in the air one period at a time. Oop, oop, oop. Back to, Jess pulls out a notepad, flustered.
Anyway, hi, I'm Jess. I'll be your server today. Can I get you guys something started with something to drink?
I'll have a Diet Coke.
Great. And for the lady?
Jess smiles at Twinkie. It's a little flirty.
What do you recommend?
Jess leans over to point at Twinkie's menu.
Well, the Vietnamese coffee is pretty good, and the bubble tea, obviously. Do you like boba?
I don't know. I've never actually had it.
Oh my God, it's so good. We have a bunch of flavors, but the taro tea is the best. I chewed up with that stuff if I was like a drug addict or something.
It's a weird joke. She's nervous. Twinkie laughs politely.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hey, you guys know what else is funny?
They both turn to Egghead.
What do you call a dictionary smoking crack?
A dictionary smoking what? What do you call that?
A dictionary. You get it? Like addiction, a dictionary. Because we were talking about drugs.
A pause. Jess turns back to Twinkie.
So do you want the taro bubble tea or a different flavor?
Let's go with the taro. Screw it. I want to try something new.
He smiles at Jess. Egghead is threatened.
You know what? Forget the Diet Coke. I will have the taro tea with the bubbles.
Sounds good. I'll be right back with that.
She smiles at Twinkie for a little too long, then walks away. Twinkie checks her cell phone, oblivious.
Okay. Is it me or is that girl acting really weird?
It's you. You're the one that brought up the crack smoking joke.
No, she's definitely acting weird.
Reveal Jess poking her head out of the kitchen to catch another glimpse of Twinkie.
If you say so.
Jess realizes Egghead has caught her staring at Twinkie. Awkward. She makes finger guns at him. He glares back. She disappears into the kitchen. And end scene. Awesome. Great. And with that, I'll turn it over to Asahi and Lewis. If you guys could talk a little bit about your casting process, but let's keep it to like the Twitter bio synopsis.
Okay. I guess I'll go. Well, a few of my friends reached out and they were like, hey, you should audition for this. This sounds like it's right up your alley. And I was planning on going to the audition. And then Sarah, you messaged me and you're like, hey, could you come out to this if you have the time? Like, I would really love to see you audition for this. And I was like, yeah, sure. So that's kind of how that went. And then 3 or 4 months later, it was a few months, I think. Here I am.
Yeah, that was because of COVID. I feel like we really put you through a bunch of rounds of auditions, but it was because COVID struck like right in the middle of that casting process.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted to see Jess and Twinkie in person. So we just kept waiting and waiting. But yeah, it was worth it, I guess, because yeah, thanks for your patience. And with that, yeah, Lewis, what about you?
Well, I worked on another film with my sister, and she said that our cinematographer, Olivia, was like, hey, Sarah, I know this kid. And I was actually, I don't even know if I ever would have gotten the audition if not for that. So I went, I did it, and I was like, dude, this used to be me, let me tell you. So I went in the audition with everything just like that, and bada bing, bada boom, we're here, we're making a feature film. That's the Twitter synopsis.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I'm just going to start saying that all the time.
That's exactly it.
Awesome. Well, with that, I think that concludes our script read portion. So what we have lined up next is a real treat. So with film, obviously, it's not just the dialogue and the acting that matters, even though that's like a huge part of it, but it's also the visuals, the colors, the props, the costumes, the set deck. And so today we are inviting a member from our art department to talk about some of our production design that we have in the works, and also to show off some really cool concept art that we have in terms of like costumes and everything. So with that, if I could bring our art director on. Hi, Maggie.
Howdy. Yeah, my name is Maggie. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the art director for Egghead Twinkie, meaning I work directly underneath our production designer, Luke. I'm just going to get right into it. I should be already sharing my screen if we want to set that up. Lovely. All right. That's a blank yellow page. Don't worry about it. Okay, yeah, we're going to do a speedrun version a little bit for this. So just to talk about like the overall look of the film while we're on a blank page, don't mind that. The film is very colorful, very lively, very real and fun. At least that's what we're going for in terms of the look. I've kind of been describing it as, what was it? Scott Pilgrim vs. the World meets Boron. It's their baby. I think that's kind of how you've been selling it too, Sarah. So let's get right into sets. This first one is like one of our main major sets. It's sort of like our anchor point set. All the other scenes function around it. It's like this sort of colorful Southern Cracker Barrel vibe. It's like small town diner. It's full of neon signs and knickknacks, and it's generally just like fun, but kind of old fashioned. And then this one's my favorite set. We have Twinkie's bedroom. So this one's focused mainly around her character color, which is yellow. We picked yellow because it's something that's optimistic and creative, as well as fun to sort of just represent her as a whole. So this room is sort of defined by orderly chaos. There's not really any blank space. There's something about her and just every single element of it. It reflects all of her interests: art, anime, music, fashion, conventions, and her friends. And it's sort of just an embodiment of her as a person. And what I really like about it too is it's also an embodiment sort of our team as a whole, because a lot of her set is going to be made with things that we already own. Stuff from Luke, stuff from me, stuff from Sarah, which I think is going to make it even more personal and just more fun for us to work in. Then next, we have Egghead's bedroom. So his character color is blue, and that sort of represents his personality in terms of being intelligent and trustworthy and a little bit of a dreamer. His room is more scientific and nerdy and orderly as compared to Twinkie's, but it still has like little elements of his interests that aren't as a parent, mainly anime, conventions, video games, comics, but it's still like mama's boy underneath. It's sort of like his childhood bedroom that he's just been adding his personality to, but it's like the same sheets he had when he was 5, you know? And then next we have Jess's room. So hers is a lot more fun in terms of more Southern style. So it's sort of rustic. There's a lot of DIY elements. I think it's something really fun for when we actually make pieces for this set. Like, you can see the flowers hanging in mason jars on the wall. That's something we're actually going to build for this. It's very airy and friendly, super down to earth. And it goes along with her character colors, which are orange and green. The green mainly being her main color because it's independent and balanced and inquisitive, and it sort of fits her as a whole. Now, for what I think is the coolest part of everything, the costumes. These are a couple of Twinkie's different looks that we have planned. The middle one obviously being the iconic look that we see in the short that we plan on using for the feature. Her style is very much colorful grunge, and there's a lot of punk elements to it too. It reflects still her character color, yellow. Oh, and I forgot, I wanted to say this before I started all of it. I should have put my note there. A lot of the costumes that we're designing are specifically made, so especially for Egghead and Twinkie, they sort of stand out. They look a little weird against their environments. Like, they're a lot more colorful than what they would be if they were sitting in Mama's diner. So yeah, I believe next we have BD's outfits. So the fun thing about BD's characters, we actually try to design all of the outfits before. Oh wow, I'm so sorry. Mahua, sorry. Before she was casted. And the original designs were a lot more femme, but after she was brought on, we changed it a bit more to her style. So it's a lot more androgynous, but it still reflects the main color that we picked out for BD being red, because it's a very confident and passionate color. But yeah, it's basically Mahua's style, but just a little bit sexy and cooler and a little bit femme. And then I believe lastly, I have Jess's outfits. So this is the same thing, oranges and greens, but it's a lot more Southern. It's very layered. There's a lot of flannels and denim jackets. I died on my own joke. I was gonna say it's true bisexual energy. But that's basically, it's very practical and blue collar in style. And then last but not least, this is Cuthbert. He is the art department's child, as I have dubbed him. I have fully adopted him. He is a mascot costume that Egghead and Twinkie use at work that sort of just follows them along in the film in the back of the car in their motel room. This is a lot more of a realistic design. The final one that we plan on making is a lot flatter and a lot more fun. But yeah, I believe that's it. Yep. Yeah, overall,
Awesome.
that's the look.
Thanks so much, Maggie. That was such a great overview, and those designs look awesome.
Cuthbert is the stuff of nightmares, man.
He really is, and it's going to be a lot more terrifying when he's full size. I mean, Cuthbert's probably
inside.
What do you guys think of your costume designs for your characters?
I like it. Personally, like, I like the color red because it's like, you know, more confident, like she said. So I think BD could really rock a red. And I could really see like Twinkie in like yellow, because I saw like the short trailer. Yeah, I feel like all the colors kind of fit together with us and our personalities.
Thank you for noticing that. We put so much effort into like the color science of picking out colors for all of the characters that make sense for them and their personalities. So that's cool. And with that, I'm looking at the timer here in my own private tab, and it looks like we have roughly 4 minutes. Obviously, we don't want to start counting down now because that would be a really long 4 minutes. So I think we can just kind of sit here and chat about some stuff, maybe answer some questions if we've got any in the comments. Cue people to write their questions in the comments. But yeah, for anybody that's just joined and doesn't really know what's going on, we're all here and we're hanging out and we're doing some fun stuff, basically raising some hype for our crowdfunding campaign, which goes up at 9:30 on the dot. So we're about 4 minutes out now. And when that crowdfunding goes up, we will be raising or attempting to raise, hopefully successfully raising, $22,000 to see our film through to the end. So that's what we're doing. That's why we're here. I guess we could talk a bit about that. Why do you guys think like crowdfunding is important for indie films? Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Lewis will go first. I believe crowdfunding is important because, you know, contrary to regular films that are in theaters or even other short films, honestly, it comes down to the fact that the people get to decide the type of content they want to see. They get to put in, I am directly supporting this. They get to say, this is something that me and my friend or they want to see. So it's something that's very important to directly contribute to something that you believe in. And so it's a great tool. Love technology.
That was a perfect answer. And I do see some questions rolling in now, so maybe we can answer one of these. Oh, what inspired you guys to start acting? Anyone can answer.
Me personally, I've always like related more to people like on TV screens than I did with people in my real life. So that was kind of my safe haven for years, just watching movies and relating to those characters on the movies. But then I realized that I wanted to do that for other people. And I found passion in making little skits in my room of like TV shows that I've done, not that I've done, that I've seen. And I put myself in like, it's weird. It's kind of weird. Like if you think about it, like if someone walks in on you and you're doing that and it's just like, you know, like you're just like, ignore me. But it's just like I found passion in like helping other people through what I do. So I want to be able to help people through any character that I play, whether they hate my character, that means I'm doing my job right, you know? So.
That's true. I mean, if we're able to hate you, I'd say that that's a pretty good acting job done because you're pretty likable, I would say. Let's see. Disagree. Oh, okay. Wait, we are 2 minutes out now. Maybe we have time for one more question. Let's see. How old is everyone? I don't know if we want to go down that route. Anybody see a good question they want to answer?
What is one thing everyone likes about their character?
Hey, okay, well, you're going to have to do it in 1 or 2 words.
Lightning round, go.
Go, lightning round.
Edgy.
Style.
Nerdy.
Quirky? I don't know. It's good, it's good. Okay, next one.
Sabrina.
Panic right now.
That's literally Twinkie. Space Buns. Go, Sarah, go.
Me?
Sarah, go.
Go.
Just say what?
One
Anything about yourself.
About me? I'm playing my.
hurry.
Oh God! Cool. About the movie. The movie is funny. Hopefully.
Yeah.
We are down to 29 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here so we can watch the countdown all together. Wow.
Fire.
All right. Wow. Okay, we're at 17 seconds. Wow. Okay, here we go. Let's do the countdown from 10. If you have confetti, let's see it. 10, 9, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm a fan. Yeah.
Oh wow. Our campaign is officially live. So if you go to the link that is on the scrolling banner at the bottom of our screen, you can now officially donate. And maybe you'll even be the first person to contribute to our campaign if you're fast enough. So the campaign is officially up. Woo! How are y'all feeling?
Excited.
I don't know about you.
Nervous.
Yeah, what if we sit here and nobody donates? That would be so sad. Don't do that to us, guys, please.
Don't tease us like that.
Awesome.
I hope you
And
appreciated my confetti. It's all over my room.
did you hand make that confetti yourself?
I like cut up like 2 colorful Post-it notes because I was like, oh crap, I forgot to make a confetti. So yeah.
I threw mine on accident into this fan, and it didn't go as planned, but it went everywhere.
I feel like that's the goal with confetti anyway.
Mission accomplished. Hey.
Awesome. Yes, we are officially live. And with that, I just want to talk a little bit about, basically the crowdfunding, where the money's going to go. This is super important. Pretty much all of us working on this film are like broke college students. We're all like in our early 20s. So thank you guys so much for even checking out our campaign or considering donating, because it really does mean a lot to us. This film has been in the works for like 4 years now. And we just need your guys' help to see this film through to the very end. So yeah, thank you guys for even considering and checking out our campaign. And with that, I am losing my voice. I'm going to bring on our producer, Valerie, who is going to take us through our crowdfunding campaign and how you can contribute. Hi, Valerie.
Hi. Hey. Oh my God, I'm actually on screen. Hey, everyone.
Hi, Valerie. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about our crowdfunding campaign and what your role has been in crowdfunding so far.
Yeah, so I'm one of the producers. We have an amazing team that includes Sarah as well as our producer, Danielle. And yeah, so I'm just going to talk through the campaign a little bit, screen share, and actually go through the actual functionality of the page. As Sarah mentioned, we're going to be crowdfunding through November 14th. So it's going to run for 30 days, but as much momentum as we can get right now, the better. So let me go ahead and screen share.
How about that weather, guys?
Now
I mean.
It's so hot in California. It's so hot.
No, just getting back.
All right, I think you guys should be able to see my screen now, right?
Yeah, we can.
All right, awesome. So basically, yeah, as Sarah said, we've launched our crowdfund. If you go to seedandspark.com/fund/Egghead Twinkie film, then you can actually see what we're talking about. You can navigate through our pages, kind of learn where the funds are going, who some of the key people are, or you can just go straight to contributing, like through the checkout system. So featured at the top of our page, let me make sure I'm on the right screen. There we go. Featured at the top of our page, our lovely pitch video featuring Sarah. It's very stylized, very intentional from our team. And that's where she explains where the money's going and invites you to join us on this journey. Like I said, momentum is everything. So the more support we get early on, the better. And that'll help us when it comes to actually reading our goals. So if you can contribute. If you can share, keep on sharing, because you never know who in your network can help with this film. As you'll see, there is a countdown meter at the top that says, how many supporters we have, how many followers, how much money has actually been raised. When you contribute, you have the option of checking out as a guest or creating a Seed and Spark account. And whether you donate or not, you can actually help us by creating an account and following our page. Seed and Spark has some really cool perks. So when we hit 250 people, 500, 1,000 followers, there are incentives ranging from waivers for film festivals to free software, as well as a bunch of other things as our follower count increases. There's also some really cool projects on there that we encourage you to support aside from our own. Now, when you actually contribute, you become a financial supporter of Egghead and Twinkie. And you'll receive some of our exclusive incentives that are detailed on the sidebar. Whether that is the Slushy Squad, which is at that point, the biggest question we get is where can we see the film? So if you contribute $5, you'll actually get the link to the short film that made this feature film possible. Or you can go all the way down to $5,000 or more and become an actual executive producer and see the feature film before anyone else, meaning you don't have to wait till the summer of 2022 to see the full film. But yeah, so all that information is on the page. We got posters, we got, meet and greets. We got some really cool perks detailed there. And you can scroll all the way to the bottom and see those things. If you go through the rest of our pages, you'll see there's something called the Wishlist tab. Right there, you can see, kind of a breakdown of where the money is going. So you can make a pledge through the incentives, or you can go through here and direct your money towards specific departments. Our progress is going to be tracked. Or, if you have something that we're looking for, like say, for example, you own a restaurant and you're willing to actually donate meals to our awesome team, then you can make something called a loan. And our team will reach out to you, kind of talk through the details and figure that out. So you have the option of covering the full cost of a wish list item or contributing a partial amount. Then, and I'm just speeding through here real quick. We have our team page where you can see some of the wonderful people who are working alongside us. Our full team has almost 50 people on it. Oh my God, we couldn't put every single person's photo on here, but you can learn a little bit more about some of the people behind this project, including our crew and our lovely cast, who you see here. There's their faces again. And then we have something called the community tab, which is the final place. On the community tab, as we get more followers, as we get more supporters, you'll actually see people popping up here. So your face could be featured on our page. And, whatever you do, you're going to be part of our community. You can actually see there's real people behind this project. All right. So that covers the layout. I'm just going to go over some quick questions. First of all, how long is our campaign? It's 30 days, meaning it's going from today through Saturday, November 14th. How do I make a pledge? You just hit this Make a Pledge button. Actually go through the process. So you'll be asked to select an amount that you want to pledge. You can pick incentives, and then you'll be asked if you want to cover something called the creator's fee. This is the 5% fee. If you're able, we ask you to cover it because, the more, Seed and Spark has fees. So the more people who cover this, the more of that $22,000 we're actually going to get. And then you'll have the option of checking out as a guest or actually creating an account. Can I pledge anonymously? Yes, you can. You can choose it so your name's not listed publicly, but it's listed privately so we can get your perks to you. When will you get your incentives? So some of the incentives will be delivered to your inbox within 1 to 2 days of your contribution. So that's like the link to the film, the phone wallpaper. So definitely check your email for messages from Seed and Spark. Others, like the virtual screening and cast meet and greet events, involve a little bit more coordinating. So again, watch your inbox so that we can get you all the information that you need. And finally, the actual copy of the film won't be available until 2022, so that's a bit more time. But with your help, with you watching your inbox and continue to following our project, we'll be able to get everything to you as quickly as possible. A few more questions. Do I have to pledge an amount that matches up with the incentive? You don't. All contributions are a big help. So whether that's $1, if that's 30, some number in between, we're going to take it all, and we really appreciate your support. You can contribute more than once, and if you're unable to contribute right now, then you can still support us by sharing the link to our crowdfund, posting on social media, talking to people in real life if you're comfortable, and because you never know who wants or needs to see a film like this. And you can support us by actually creating a Seed and Spark account and following our page. So that was a lot, but I think I pretty much covered everything. So I'm just going to turn it back over to Sarah. Thanks, y'all.
Wow, that was an awesome overview. That was like speed round, everything you would ever need to know about donating through Seed and Spark. I can see in the comments that some of you guys have just joined us and you're a little confused as to what is going on, and I don't blame you. But basically, we're all here and we're all a part of a feature film called Egghead Twinkie. We are an independent film being produced on a micro budget by a bunch of broke college kids, and we're trying to make it happen. So we have already raised roughly half of our funds on our own, and I think that is important. We've raised $28,000 already just on our own with our team. So at this stage, we just need your guys' help to secure the remainder of our budget so we can make this movie and make it good. So thank you, Valerie, for walking us through the Seed and Spark. Again, the link to that is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So if you do want to make a contribution, it's seedandspark.com/fund/eggheadtwinkiefilm. And with that, we're just going to kind of chill here on the live stream for probably another like 20 minutes. And this is the Q&A portion. So if you guys have questions, things that you want to know about the actors, about the film, about what our plans are for the film, like please, please, please comment them and we will start answering them now. So let's see here. What do we got? All I see is a bunch of hearts. Y'all are so nice.
Someone asked you a question, Sarah. There was it's like up there a little bit, but I saw somebody asking you.
What was the question? Because there are many, many comments. Uh-oh, Sabrina, I can't hear you.
I think it was about your process writing.
My process writing?
Yeah, like how was it?
I will say writing a 120-page script is a process in and of itself. It took months, and I did so many revisions to get it to the state that it's in now. But I would say, like, if you're looking to write a feature script yourself, I think that it really helps to do a lot of pre-planning and outlining beforehand, so you don't write a bunch of pages that you end up like throwing in the trash later. That's what I would say about that. When will the film be coming out? Okay, I'm seeing this question a lot, so I'm just gonna address it like right now. So basically, Egghead and Twinkie started off as a proof of concept short film. So that short film is now available for you to watch on our Seed and Spark. If you make a donation of $5, you'll get a private link to the short, and you can watch it from the comfort of your own home. But as for the full-length feature, which is what we're obviously doing here, it will not be released until the summer of 2022, which I know seems like a really long time, but it is a whole movie. I mean, it is 2 hours long. It is a road trip movie. There's going to be a lot of shoot days involved. There's going to be a lot of coordinating involved. And ultimately, we want it to be the absolute best that it can be. So it will be released in summer of 2022. And actually, one of our perks on the Seed and Spark is to be one of the first people to see it. So if you donate, I think it's $50, then you will be one of the first people, period, to see the film, because you'll get that private link when the film is all said and done before it even is shown at any festivals. So yeah, I'm just gonna plug that $50 tier real quick. I am seeing some questions here. What was your first acting job? If anybody wants to take that one on.
Oh, my first one was a commercial for life insurance. I had to get to play like a giant trombone type thing, but it was like a big tuba, but it was like I didn't even actually play. I just kind of yelled into it, but it was for life insurance. It was pretty sick.
Nice.
From then on, you played the trombone.
And every role after that, I played the trombone. It's nuts.
Egghead plays the trombone.
Method acting. I always say.
He doesn't. He's straight up lying.
I want to know what Asahi's first acting job was.
My first acting job where I got paid, I was an extra on a set of a commercial for Universal, I think. I think that was my first one. Yeah, it was like a night shoot. It was for Harry Potter World in Japan or something like that. It was interesting, but yeah, that was my first job where I actually got paid, which was really cool. It's cool to get paid when you're acting. Yeah.
That's awesome. Speaking of getting paid, I just refreshed our Seed and Spark page, and we are at $1,400.
Wow.
I'm about to have a heart attack. Wow.
No way, thank you. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Like, it's so important that we have momentum early on. It's basically Seed and Spark like ran the stats and kind of scared me a little bit, because they were like, if you guys don't reach a third of your goal in the first week, then you will not succeed. And I was like, oh my God, that's really scary. But this is awesome. Thank you guys so much for donating so far. Oh, so many good questions. Do you guys see
a question about kissing?
Kissing? What about kissing?
They asked if there were going to be any kissing scenes in the film, and if we were comfortable kissing another girl.
I do kiss my mom. Everyone can relax. I know.
Yes, I'm not comfortable kissing another girl. Are you serious?
What? How scandalous!
I am shocked. No, there's obviously no girl kissing girls in this movie. Like, what kind of movie do you think it is?
She's my mother, and I love her very much.
No, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but I'll say that there is at least one kiss in the movie, and you'll have to watch it if you want to see how many kisses there are actually.
Yellow is my favorite color. So just throwing it out there, someone asked.
Someone said that they're in love with you, Louis.
I'm in love with you. Isn't that crazy?
Wow, so many questions. Will there be a trailer when? Well, we showed the trailer for the short film. There will be a trailer for the feature film. That'll probably be sometime in either later 2021 or early 2022, which again, I know is a while from now, but we promise it will be worth the wait.
Ooh, this is a good one. Oh.
I see. Oh, okay. Mahua, why don't you answer this? What does Mahua do in the movie? What do you do?
I'm a tree. I'm just my character is basically a DJ. Like my character's kind of like me, but I don't DJ. But it's kind of like a. I don't want to. What can I say? I don't know. What can I say? I don't want to like. Spoil. My character is just like a social media like star DJ. Oh no. Yeah, dogs. But yeah, that's my character. It's just like a social media outgoing, like life of the party type person. So yeah.
Yeah, it worked out well with your character because BD in the script is meant to be kind of this internet star with a lot of influence and is very prominent on social media. And obviously, like, you have an audience too, Mahua, so it's kind of this weird meta thing that we have, like, a TikToker playing a social media star.
I feel like you kind of manifested that. I'm not gonna lie.
Method act.
Those manifestations there.
Well, honestly, I should probably give a shout out to my girlfriend because she was the one, like, she's on gay TikTok all the time. And she was like, Sarah, there's this girl and her name is Mahua and she would be perfect. And yeah, so she kind of scouted you, I guess. And yeah, that's how I found out about you. And then I guess we reached out to your manager and all that happened.
Period. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Someone asked how we all prepare to shoot scenes. I think that's a good one. It's about the work, about the acting. I'll go first. Well, when preparing scenes, I think it's very important to know the script first of all, which is it's totally not hard for this film because it's amazing. But learning the script, doing the work, and listening to your partner and playing off each other is pretty much 85% of the battle. There is knowing the work and playing off. So that's how I prepare.
It was. Oh, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Go ahead, Sabrina.
Where do you go?
Oh, I just say I listen to music that I put towards my character.
Yeah, music. You know, I'm just starting to get into listening to music to prepare. So, but I was gonna say, filming like scenes with Louis is just kind of difficult because whenever we were filming the short film, I would like have to hold in my laughter because he's such a physical actor. Like in the rehearsal for the short film, he would like be on my face and be like touching me. I didn't even know this guy. And me and Louis are like kind of polar opposites, like not only our characters, but somehow we like get along. So, but yeah, it was a really fun time. And it was really fun, like watching your process, Louis.
Thank you.
It also gave me like comfortability to be like, oh, okay, this is like we're like friends, and you know,
that's work.
Yeah.
Cool. With that, I see another question. It says, how was it first meeting your fellow castmates? And I kind of want to co-opt this answer because Louis and Sabrina, they've already met, obviously, because they shot the short film together. And Asahi and Sabrina met, and I think maybe Louis, Asahi, did you meet Louis?
I did, over Zoom.
Yes.
Over Zoom, but not in person?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you've only met Sabrina in person. So there's quite a few. I mean, and Mahua hasn't met anybody because Mahua is out in California or wherever she is because she's moving around sometimes. But yeah, we do have a meet and greet, like for the cast to actually meet in person, like all 4 of you guys together. And that's going to be happening at the end of the month. And we will be live streaming and sharing that weekend with you guys when the cast does finally get together and gets to meet. So we're really stoked to get to share that with you guys.
Y'all see that? 2,000. Past 2,000.
Really?
We're at 10% right now.
You are
That's what I'm being told is we're at almost at 10%.
Whoa, yeah, we're at 9%. Guys, we are 1% away. That is crazy.
Crazy.
Holy crap.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm probably going to go and cry after this. Thank you guys so much. This is crazy.
It's unbelievable.
I am seeing a question. It says, is it ever embarrassing when you guys mess up a scene? I'm gonna like take that and say, like, have you guys ever messed up a scene, or like what was the most embarrassing thing that's like happened to you on set, I guess?
Mine was I was filming. Well, this isn't like this we like started filming yet, but like it was a short film that I did. We were doing a scene where we were like kissing, and we bumped heads. Or like there was a scene where I had to like push her against the wall and her head hit the back of the wall. I was like, I'm so sorry. So it's like in the short film you can see like my hand behind her head whenever I was like pushing her on. It was so funny because I just met her like 10 minutes before we had to do that scene, and I was like, okay, I guess we're going in. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Mahua. Let's go. Like do a kissing scene.
Wow, I wish I got to see that here. What a way to meet someone, though.
Yeah.
My most embarrassing time, you say? I just had a deep, vivid flashback. I was shooting every which way, and in the scene, we were in our garage plotting to throw something on somebody, and I had to sit with a plate of chicken nuggets, and I'm dipping, I'm having a good time, I'm eating food on set, and I'm supposed to interject at a certain point, and I straight up choke on the chicken nugget, like halfway through, and I'm like, bleh! And everyone's like, he's doing a laugh, and I literally was like seconds away from passing out, and it was, it was fun.
Wow. Okay. Well, hopefully we won't have you passing out on our set. That's a lot.
I already choked on the day one. I was drinking the slushy, and I already choked on it. I'm a hazard. What can I say?
Just to recap for everybody new here, because I am seeing some comments, we are here because we are raising hype for our independent feature film that we are trying to get the last of our funding for. And you can check out our crowdfunding at the link at the bottom of the screen, seedandspark.com/fund/Egghead Twinkie film. And now looking back at the comments, I'm going to spice this up a little bit because we're only going to be on for probably another 10 minutes. You guys can keep asking questions, but if you want, you can also put in G-rated, would you rathers, or truth or dares. G-rated. I'm really scared of what's about to happen. We're here, might as well have some fun.
So I guess I'm playing a straight character?
Are you playing a straight person?
Well, I mean, everyone in this movie is straight, actually. I'm straight.
We're all straight.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ride a bike later.
Oh my gosh. I'm seeing a question. Where is the movie going to be available? That's a good question. We don't really know at this stage because we are an independent film. We know for sure that we're going to be submitting to film festivals, so we will be coming to film festivals, hopefully near you. But as to whether or not we're going to be like online or like on this certain streaming platform or whatever, like we don't really know at this stage. But obviously the more funds that we get, the better we can make the movie, and then maybe we can get it on a super cool platform. That would be really sweet. So that's the answer for that one.
Netflix.
That would be the dream. That would be the real dream. Everyone's just freaking out over the idea of Mahua being straight. Oh, These questions, you guys, what is on your brain tonight? This is all over the place.
Are you more of a Twinkie or an egghead? That's a good one.
That's a good question.
Philosophical question
I think I'm a mix of both.
that we'll have to ponder on that one.
Oh, Mahua, why and what parts of both are you?
Because like Egghead is like goofy and like clumsy and like all this like energy, and then sometimes I'm just like laid back. And I'm just like Twinkie, and then also like Twinkie's like attractive, like like open for love or whatever like that, So I guess I'm like both, a mix of both.
I can see that.
I would say I agree with Mahua. I would say I'm a little bit of both. More egghead because I'm more like on the nerdy side, and more of like, I don't know. I'm like very particular, and I love Egghead. I love the character. Love you, Lewis. And but yeah, I would say I'm more leaning on the Egghead side, but I'm on the spectrum of Twinkie and Egghead.
I was dubiously Egghead in middle school, guys. Like I'm telling you, I had the full Sword Art Online backpack, the Attack on Titan jacket, the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, up the yin yang, man. I'm telling you, I was fully ready to Beyblade Let It Rip at any point of the day.
Oh God.
I'll say it once, I said it again. And I was 100% Egghead for like the entirety of my middle school career.
Why do I believe that?
Good. Method is why you believe that.
Oh my God. Full on let it rip. You can let it rip whenever.
Fully unchallenged, unprovoked, brought it every day in the locker, had backups for the backups. I was ready.
Wow. I think we should do that on live next time. We can have a Beyblade battle.
I'm telling you, dude, I'm so into the drama of being like, let it rip. Like the whole production of Beyblade is fantastic.
I stole people's. They would leave it out on the table, and I'd be like,
You're one of those.
yeah, I was one of the. Your Beyblade went missing.
Wow, terrible.
I have a specific would you rather. I'm going to give this to Asahi. Asahi, would you rather drown in sand or in chocolate, and why?
I feel like the smart answer here is to drown in chocolate, but I'm going to go with sand. Well, I'm drowning either way, so it doesn't matter. I'm dead.
You are definitely dead.
Okay, so
Death by chocolate.
Maybe, I don't know. I think I'd rather drown in sand. I feel like that's very like you know how we all grow up and we're told that, be careful of quicksand. It's really dangerous, and you expect to come across quicksand within some part of your life, and you never do. So if I ever get the opportunity to drown in sand, I'm going to take that opportunity.
Wow. That was a very well thought out answer.
I just got called out, by the way. Someone said Lewis was like that in high school too. One of my friends.
Oh!
Thank you, Lee. I just got called out.
And he's like that now.
Who is out there exposing you? Ooh, also, celebration, guys. We're officially at 10% of our goal.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for donating. Again, every single dollar that's donated, like it means a lot, and it will eventually, hopefully, reach us to our ultimate goal. Because this movie needs to be made, and I feel like I say this all the time, but it's so important to me and to my team. We are all so passionate about this. I mean, we work on it all day, at least for myself, all day, every day. And the team that is at the core of this, we're working on this all the time, around the clock. So we really appreciate you guys coming out and supporting, because we need to make this happen. I mean, look at our cool cast. Like, don't you want to see them in costume doing their thing?
Look how cool we are.
Not kissing, all the other spoilers.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I see a question, not to make it about me, but I guess it's a question for me. It says, Sarah, you were asked, how did you come up with a coming out movie? Or I guess, like, where did the original idea come from? So I'll talk about that a little bit. So Egghead and Twinkie, it started off as a short film that I wrote nearly 4 years ago now, which is crazy. And I wrote it just a few months after coming out of the closet to my own parents. So it was an experience that was definitely fresh in my mind. And it was really important for me to tell a coming out story that is a comedy and it's not super depressing, because obviously coming out can be really tough and I don't want to minimize that at all. But I also think that it's important for us to have representation that is more positive so that LGBT kids that are looking to come out can watch this film and see that there's hope and maybe even like happiness in it eventually, right? So that's where the idea came from, was to make a comedy about coming out, which I just haven't really seen like a true comedy about coming out, at least not in a feature-length version. So that's where the idea started from, and now it's grown into this crazy thing where now I have this cast and we have 50 people working on it behind the scenes, and it's crazy to see how it's grown, especially because, fun fact, we actually wrapped production on the short film officially as of today 2 years ago. So like we finished shooting the short film 2 years ago to the day, and now here we are. It's a whole feature film, 120 pages, and we're crowdfunding on Live. So it's just crazy, crazy to see how this has grown.
2 years. What?
I know. I feel old. It's crazy.
That was yesterday. We finished yesterday. We wrapped up today.
We literally finished yesterday.
I just got off set. We're here now.
We just got off. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god, I saw like a really good comment. Oh, somebody said your inspiration was a 100-year-old Twinkie that you saw on the street.
It was.
Like,
it was. What can I say? Okay, I think we have time. Wow, I just had a voice crack like a pubescent boy. So I think we have time for maybe one more question, and then we're gonna log off here. Before I jump into that, though, let me just refresh our page here. Yeah, these donations are still coming in. Thank you guys so much. This has been incredible.
We need to do more Q&As. I love answering questions.
Well, I mean, if you guys want to answer questions, we can do it for as long as you want.
Heck yeah.
I just feel like it's important to connect with the people that are donating, as well as to just to sit here and so they can see who we are. And once we get all the formalities out of the way, oh, thanks, we can be like, oh, this is my favorite color. This is my TV show, and then they can relate better. That's what I find.
I will ramble for as long as you want to ramble. I'm fine with that.
Egghead,
I just want to say, please vote.
Oh, fact, please vote.
Putting it out there. Please, God.
Where is the meet and greet? Oh, okay. So the meet and greet isn't actually an open event. It's just going to be the main cast finally coming together to meet, because we're going to do like a photo shoot with all of them together. That will be happening here in Florida. Our whole team, with the exception of, I guess, Mahua and a few others, we're all based here in Florida. So we are shooting the film here in Florida. So if you're from Florida, like, hi, this is going to be some Florida film representation. And there aren't a lot of films that are shot here in Florida. So it's pretty cool.
Someone said, why is it called Egghead and Twinkie?
Why is it called Egghead and Twinkie? Because that is their names.
I find I have to explain that a lot. A lot of people ask me, it's like the first thing it says, like, why is it called that? I'm like, just watch the movie, bro.
Oh, okay. What is it like being TikTok famous? I feel like this is a dual question for both Mahua and then I guess maybe now for the Egghead Twinkie film account, which has been overwhelming. But I'm going to pass it off to Mahua because she is the TikTok expert.
It was very like, I don't know, because I used to be that person, fangirl. Fifth Harmony, that was my thing. Like, make fan pages, edit to them all the time. So I had the idea, because I saw an article saying this one guy got an acting job for doing acting stuff on TikTok. So I started off, didn't really put that much effort into my acting. I was just funny, whatever, just film it with me and my friends. And then seeing the numbers grow, being like, as a lesbian, because there wasn't a lot of LGBT on app at the time, but seeing that the LGBT numbers grow and then me grow, it kind of just, I don't know, it's crazy to think that what people were me. I mean, people are doing what I used to do for like Fifth Harmony and all that stuff. And now like seeing them make edits of me and like supporting me even off of TikTok, like it's crazy. I don't know.
That was an awesome answer. I'm sorry. I'm so distracted by some of these would you rather's coming in right now. I must say, you guys are very creative. Oh, okay. This would be one for all four of you, and it's any advice to start acting. So if you were giving advice to somebody that has not acted before but wants to get involved, what would you tell them?
I'd say just do it. I mean, I know that's kind of a loaded question, but I think that if you are really interested in it, I think that it doesn't hurt to, go out there, take a class, go audition for some student films or some indie films and wherever you're located, and just do it, because you're never going to know if you like it unless if you actually try to do it.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
My best advice is if you're scared, do it scared. That's my best advice.
It's one of those few things that you can find in life that is so best correlated with art, because it has a safety net of you only fail when you decide to give up, and that's the first thing. And it can be started at any time. You can one day say, I want to be an actor, and if you truly need that, and that's what the truth is, then that will inevitably spill over and play into whatever you're doing. And the biggest thing that I've learned, especially here, taking classes and learning the Meisner technique, I think the biggest thing that it correlates down to is that the truth? Is the truth is you need it? And if that's the truth, then that's what it is. And so go do it. I mean, go. Go do it. So that's really what it is.
Yeah, be yourself, work really hard, get rejected, and then eventually book something.
Definitely be ready to get
used to rejection so much that you're numb to it.
I am no
because it will happen eventually.
In and out of the workplace. I am no stranger.
Sarah, people are giving like gay questions, like advice on coming out.
Gay questions.
You're saying Sarah. Yeah.
I can give gay answers. So yeah, I see what you're saying. They're asking about coming out advice. I think coming out is a process that is so different for each individual person. So it's kind of hard almost to give coming out advice because everybody's circumstances are different. But I guess that I would say, like, when you come out, it should be on your own terms and for yourself, and because you feel like you want to. I wouldn't come out if you feel like there's pressure from other people, or if you feel like there's like expectations there from others. Like, it should be something that you feel like you want to do and that you feel ready to do. And yeah, coming out, it's different for every person. So like, if anybody on this stream is in the closet and still navigating that, like, know that you're valid and loved, and that I hope that that goes well for you, genuinely, because I know that that can be a tough process.
Snaps.
Yes. Anybody else want to add on to that? Mahua, I guess, lesbian king.
It kind of just adds on what you say. It's your choice. It's your decision. You do it whenever you want to. There's never really, like, people always say wait till the right time. There's never really a right time. It's just whenever you're comfortable enough to where you know yourself enough. But my thing is, like, from personal experience, like, if you feel like in danger or like you don't feel safe coming out, my thing would be, you're not going to be with those people for the rest of your life. So come out when you're ready. Take those 5 minutes, 5 hours away from the people who don't like it, and be yourself. Surround yourself with the people who accept you for who you are. Come out to those people, and then you don't have to come out to the people who make you feel threatened. And that's the cool thing about life, is you get to choose.
100%. And I just saw someone comment that they came out today. Like, that's really cool.
Oh, yay! That's awesome.
Congrats. I'm proud of you.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay.
Good vibes in the comments, guys. Good vibes.
Positive vibes. Let's go.
I also wanted to add, like, if you might feel like there's nobody out there that will, like, relate to what you're going through. There are people out there that, you know, there's a group of people. It doesn't matter if it's like one person that you can find, or that's why I'm kind of thankful for the internet is because there's always somebody out there that's going to back you and support you. So don't ever think that there's not going to be anybody. And we're all here for you if you want to come out of the closet.
Watch the movie. Or
go live again and celebrate you coming out, girl. So, or boy. Or other.
That's what we're doing here with this movie is we want to make it easier for people to come out, and I'm hoping that's like one of my like personal hopes with the movie is that because it's like, why are you laughing?
Someone went, Sarah, how do you silence insubordination on set?
What?
I
just saw that.
Insubordination. That is so funny.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thanks for that. You know what? I forgot what I was going to say, so I guess it wasn't that important.
How do you silence insubordination? That's what you're going to say.
Like a preacher. What? Okay, we're taking this out.
Mahua looks like a preacher. Oh, I see now.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh.
Got it.
I see one for you, Sarah.
Jeffrey from Pizza Girl. That's where I know you. What? I know the guy that said that. Anyway.
Wow. Small world. Masaki, what was the one that you?
Oh, here it is. What advice would you give to young writers who want to write their own short and feature-length films?
Okay, well, to be honest, I have written quite a few shorts, but I've only written one feature, and it's this one. So I wouldn't consider myself an expert by any means. But I would say that with writing scripts, I think I touched on this a bit earlier, but for myself, I find that it's really helpful to do a lot of pre-planning and outlining before you even start writing. So like for me, what I do is I get like a deck of note cards, and then I write down each individual scene on a different note card. And then I can like mix them up and like move scenes around. And that's how we got the crazy plot structure for this movie, because this movie actually jumps back and forth like between the past and the present a lot. So being able to like put the scenes on cards and then move them around was like a lifesaver, because it was probably like breaking my brain a little bit, just like thinking about the amount of flashbacks that are in this movie.
So cool.
I would give that advice.
So cool. I mean, the time skipping is really cool. I think what made it very interesting to me in the short film when we saw the finished product was the fact that it was so well done and well clean cut, and it looked like a new age movie. And that's something that really, for me, I try and look for in projects is like, are they like this? Young people, our other crew, a female director, this, that, and the other. Like it was like, this is new, this is good, and everything about it is so incredibly well done. Time skip, good idea.
Thank you. It's also because I feel like you can fit in a lot more if you're jumping around in time. So it's
and it clicks more. It gives you the aha moment every time you see it, and so it makes you pay attention a lot more. I think that's great.
Awesome. Okay, I think we have time for one more, and then we will sign off here. So does anybody see a good last question to end on?
No, Ryan, I love you. Egghead vented. Oh no. Gotta get a group one going here for the last one.
What's everyone's astrological sign? No, I'm just kidding.
Is that really we're gonna end the stream? Okay, I'm gonna pose a question then, because I am the director. I'll ask you guys. Well, okay, I guess we'll do it. Well, no, we already kind of answered that earlier. I'll say, okay, what is it about this project and this character that you're playing that like has made you want to be involved? I think that's a good thing to end on, like why we all basically care about the project, why we're all here, why we're all doing this. We're all just nodding our heads. Lewis, go.
I'll go first. Okay. Well, I am here because not only did I think, again, I'm touched on it was a young cast, female director, everything just kind of clicked and lined up for something that I wanted to do. It is a movie. It's a new movie about a new topic, and I get so like, okay, we get it when there's a movie about an old topic or refurbishment of a franchise. This is new. It's it's a new movie made by new people, and it's new ideas, and that's so refreshing, because you watch something like this and you think, wow, somebody needed to see this. And that's why crowdfunding is so important. It's because people need to see the movie being made, and people need to watch it, and it's just something new that people can it's a new solution to a new problem. You watch it, and I think by introducing comedy to a topic like coming out, it just, one of the hardest things you can do, I think people get more adjusted to talking about it, and you get it into normalize it. And I think that's so great. It's invaluable is to have an outsourcing of media for something like a new problem, because we have nice technology and things we can get access so much quicker. So I'm like, yes, young people, agenda, let's go. That's why I'm here.
And now I'll throw it over to Asahi.
Okay. I am excited about this project because it's the first time I feel like there's proper and fun representation of Asian American LGBTQ plus members. And it's just, I've never been a project where it's so inclusive in that way. Even with casting and other characters as those go, I feel like it's so special. It really is special because, I feel like so much of Asian American representation in film and TV right now is so sometimes just appropriated or fetishized in weird ways, and you don't ever get to hear their story, which is so important. And it's just an important story, and just like Lewis has said, it's really exciting. I'm really excited about it.
And I will now throw it over to Sabrina.
Okay. Like I said before, it's just I love films about friendship and about camaraderie, and the fact that this film particularly really goes for the fact that no matter what you're going through, you'll always have someone there to back you and support you in what you do. And despite everything, you'll always have that. At least if it's only one person, there will always be somebody there. And that's really hits home for me. And also for my teenage self, I guess, it's really a heart song, because it's kind of focusing on the fact that, maybe you don't feel like you fit in all the time. And I know that's kind of cliche and cheesy to say, but it's true, and it's a real feeling. And this film, I hope can serve as an escape to people and bring some laughs, as well as, make you feel, or make anyone really feel less alone. Yeah.
Aw.
Go ahead, Mahua.
I like the fact that with these characters and stuff like that, I feel like, even though it's a comedy about coming out, it's just that's when you see the character, it's not all they are, it's just what they come out as, gay. They're just not Twinkie gay. They're Twinkie with a story behind it, and I love how it just continues with it. It doesn't just hop on to just, oh, gay. It's just gay storyline. And I think that that's really important, because it's a lot of people think that being gay is who you are, and that's it. That's the only important thing that you have about yourself, is being gay. But I like how it's just it tells a storyline between past, just coming out. And I feel like a lot of teenagers and kids nowadays who are questioning their sexuality, I feel like them seeing this film could definitely help them, realize who they are or what they are, or coming out isn't as bad if you surround yourself with the right people.
100%. I feel like you guys all summed that up so well. I'm just going to conclude things by saying that this is the movie that I needed when I was younger, and I think that's why I'm making it. And I think that's why a lot of people that are on board are making it, because they realize that this is a movie that people need to see, that there is a hole in the film market, that people's needs aren't being met. People don't see themselves reflected in the media that they're watching. So I feel like this film is so important. I'm so glad to have the four of you as our main cast. And I'm so glad for all of you who have watched tonight and commented and supported us. We have already hit 10% in the first hour. So that is insane. And every dollar is hugely appreciated. And we really just want to see this film through to the end so we can show you guys the finished product and all laugh together and enjoy the movie together. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Just as a final recap, again, our link to the Seed and Spark is at the bottom of the screen. It will also be a pinned comment on this video because we will be recording and posting this after the fact. The link to the crowdfund is also in the description, and it will also be in our link tree on all of our social media. Speaking of social media, if you aren't already following us, I highly recommend doing so. We have some really awesome crowdfunding content lined up for this month, like exclusive interviews with these four, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, some really, really cool events and things lined up for you guys that we put a lot of work into. So yes, if you're not already following us on socials, I highly recommend doing so. And with that, our crowdfunding will be open until November 14th. And we really appreciate you guys coming out and supporting us. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a wonderful night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Go.
Thank you.